Hi, and our last example is example 3 on page 779. And this is an example of a dependent events or dependent events. So one event is dependent on the other. So it can only happen after the first one has happened. So there are 4 oranges, 7 bananas, and 5 apples. So totally there are 16 fruit. And I'm going to change this a little darker. Okay, they're asking Ignacio, he is to select a piece of fruit at random, and then Terrence selects a piece of fruit at random. And so they're asking you, what is the probability that 2 apples are chosen? Well, since the first piece of fruit is not replaced because it's taken, the first event affects the second event. That makes them dependent on each other. So the probability of Ignacio getting an apple, well, there are 16 pieces of fruit and there are 5 apples here. Well, the probability of Terrence getting an apple, there are 15 pieces of fruit. And there are only 4 apples. Does everybody see how the second piece is dependent on the first one? And so if we want to know what's the probability of both apples being selected, 2 apples being selected, then you would take it and go 5 out of 16 times 4 out of 15, because the second one is dependent on the first one. And so we can cross simplify. I'm going to change the color of the marker. Okay. And so we can cross simplify. We can take a factor out of both. We get a 4 divided by 4 is 1. 16 divided by 4 is 4. And then we can double cross simplify. We can take a factor of 5 here, 1, and a factor of 5 here out of 3. And now if we multiply across, we get it to be 1/12. So the probability that 2 apples will be selected out of that basket of fruit will be 1 out of 12. So this is a dependent event. Thank you.